I only looked at the Casio Tiffany date just a couple of weeks back, and we may already have a better replacement. In here should be the new MTP-B145, which looks very similar, almost like a Tissot PRX clone of sorts, but this time made of stainless steel and not brass, which was the main problem with the previous one. It also comes in many different colors, which you'll see. Might have a couple in here. I again purchased this one off eBay. Thankfully, the scalpers don't seem to have caught on to this one just yet. Okay, let's dive in and take a look. So it looks like Casio's back at it again with the same new packaging as the small version of the Duro. This one here is the one that first caught my attention for obvious reasons. Is this the Casio Tiffany that you should buy instead? Okay, let's take a closer look. Extremely reminiscent of the Tissot PRX. And if anything, it's the 35mm version, the smaller version too, because this is indeed a pretty small watch. I've only got about 6-inch wrists, and that's how this one fits on me. Let's take a look with the calipers. So widthways, yeah, this one is actually accurate on the website this time. It's listed as 35mm, and that's what it actually is. Lug to lug, it's got like hooded lugs. We're talking somewhere in the region of 40mm, and it's extremely slim, as you can see here, 7.5mm thick. But it is very flat, so it might still wear reasonably well on larger wrists. There isn't a steep lug angle by any means. I also picked up a second version. Now, this one, a little bit more unique, and I think this is the other colour that really stands out with this model. A nice pink. Let's see if this looks as good in person as it does online. Yeah, actually, in reality, I don't think that's quite as nice as it maybe looks online. It almost has, it is pink, but as you can see, it almost has like a yellowy, creamy hue to it instead of the more pure pink that it looks like online. But it's still a nice looking watch, rather simplistic like the other one. Crystal on the top is mineral crystal, 50-meter water resistance, as you can see. And the bracelet is nothing special. It does admittedly feel slightly better than the ones you get with some of the low-end digital watches like the A168. It's definitely a step up from that, but it's still nothing spectacular. And also the downside here is, with this type of clasp, no micro adjustment holes. But the links are very small, so the adjustment range should still be somewhat reasonable. Now there's one really big asterisk with these watches. Both of these are supposed to be stainless steel, or at least that's what the listing says online. What I will say, I don't know whether it's just due to the small proportions, they feel rather light indeed, so I'm probably going to have to do some extra checks before the review on this one. There's something about it kind of has a warm feeling to it, whereas most steel cases usually have a cold feeling, but it really wouldn't surprise me if this wasn't steel. It looks awfully reflective for stainless steel, so it could be a mislisting or a false listing online. After many emails to different Casio branches, I finally got a response from someone at Casio Japan about this watch, and yeah, they've said it is actually stainless steel. So either I'm wrong, or I'm gonna need one of these for the review.